Alpha 20.1 stable version. It's music to our ears, especially of course if you love the game. If you have been playing it for the last few days, you are already on the latest stable version, whether you realize it or not. I'm Vedui42 and of course your guide to all the game updates, whether you want to or not. Well, of course you could stop the video, but don't do that. It's only through your kind support of all of you watching that I can keep making these game videos, and just watching it to then and hitting that thumbs up like button really does help. If you want to be part of my community, I also invite you to head over to patreon.com/Vedui42 and signing up, or you could join as a community member right here on YouTube. Just hit that join button next to the subscribe button below. A big heartfelt thanks to all of you who do support. As a bonus, I'm going to be showing you how to fix the issue where your old drone is lost and you are now forever unable to get a new drone. So make sure to watch to the end, as that's going to save you a lot of frustration when this happens. Getting into the patch notes, there are a lot of POI updates, and I rarely bother with these because usually it's just small tweaks. I mean, you can see updates to the remnant skyscraper, house modern, changes made, updated downtown strip joint, modern changes, downtown, just a lot of changes where they're sort of tweaking it as they go along. Something to keep in mind with this version, it's a major version, well, it's a major minor version. It's a 20.1 version, which is going to be compatible with Alpha 20.0. 20.2 is going to be compatible with 20.1, and so on. Experimental can be a little bit dodgy, but the stable version should be just fine. If you're having any issues, they do have a bug reporting thread if you go to the community.7daystoDie.com. So with all these small changes, there are, however, three big areas of change, and I'm going to scroll down to the first big one that relates to the AI update. Now this has been tweaked to be more realistic, such as zombies stopping bashing blocks when they're being attacked. It really made no sense for them to ignore attacks and still bash walls, because you could be shooting at them and they basically didn't care. And this is a good change. Now it should be knocking them out of that destroy area function and going to try to kill you. Further down, and I do have to jump a bit here, we see improved AI area trigger percentage, destroy area, stun handling, and capped spread to allies. So it does say allies, but this is, I believe, technically incorrect. I believe they mean the party, the people you are adventuring right now. But they have been balancing how often they go into that destroy area, and they're capping it based on, well, your party or ally, whatever count they're having as a basis for that. Because you could have an issue in the past where you are with your friends together, you all partied up, and you have a few of them just going into that destroy area mode because you have a lot of players there, and that's just really weird. Now I think they're basically reducing that so you don't have a bunch of them just destroying things wildly, especially when you're having a lot of players around. So it is capped. And I think that together with the previous change should help to reduce that destruction a bit. And from my own less than, I guess, control testing, it does feel like they try to destroy blocks a little bit less than before. I did have issues with them getting stuck, and even shooting them wouldn't pull out of it before, until of course you kill them. So I'm really happy that they've changed and fixed some of that now. Another big thing is the robotic drone updates, and you see active drones. There's a bunch coming down. If you look, the next few ones all the way down here. And a lot of us are painfully aware of the issues that we have with the robotic drones. They could be duplicating, they could be vanishing, they go under the bedrock, which of course makes them a pain to find and recover without admin powers, and just cause problems overall. And I do hope that these fixes and updates makes them more stable, because while the drone is super useful, if they do bug out and vanish, they're just painful to try and recover. I've even heard of invisible drones too. And so you might end up having a drone that is lost somewhere and then you can't deploy a new drone. But yes, I will be showing you how to fix that. A peculiar side effect of this patch is that as soon as I applied it to my community server, I suddenly had an old drone that was literally at 6 weeks old. It reappeared, duplicated, and joined my newer drone. And then a week after that, my active drone duplicated again. So while it might solve issues, I don't think they fixed all the bugs around it. The third and last item revolves around loot probability, the quality, the quantity, what kind of things you're actually getting. We see here mailboxes now have a higher chance to spawn archers, spear, and needle and thread books early in the game. Good, not just paper. We're going to see reworked tiered chest loot to better reflect POI difficulty, meaning higher difficulty POIs are going to have better loot. They're reducing the amount of low cream. I found so much of low cream, which is just crazy. They're also increasing the amount of acid that you can find in sinks and chemical sets, because this was actually an issue previously where you couldn't craft vehicles or even that blasted chemistry station because you didn't have enough acid. Now you see here another chance to find vehicle wheels in the passing gas crates. Really good that they actually did that. They have also been reducing the amount of ammo you're going to see. They mentioned that about here, reducing the ammo loot counts by 15 to 30%, reduced amount of loot ammo in the yellow loot packs, etc., etc. And I think this was really good because they were dropping in such huge quantities, and reducing that really was needed. I still think that we're getting way too much ammo, and players have been continually telling me that they never craft ammo. They just have this growing pile of ammo from doing quests and looting in general, and that's happened to me as well. I've got multiple chests full of ammo without doing any crafting, and I'm still trying to use it up in my shotgun and SMG turrets, and it's still not easy to use it all up. It can't keep on accumulating more and more. So I'm glad that they're toning that down, and maybe they should actually tone it down even further. And to finish off as promised, this is how you fix that broken missing drone problem. It does require admin powers, of course. So let's say you have a drone here, and let's say I walk around or something happens, it vanishes. If you have admin, you can go to the console and type JD. You'll see it tells you player ID. This is my player ID, and this is the drone ID. If you are in the loaded chunk where it is, if you do JD clear, you'll see it vanished, and then it's gone. I have no more drone associated with me. But what if you don't know where the drone actually is? So let's try that out. So we put down one drone here. I'm going to tell it to stay here, and I'm going to basically teleport way away from it. So when I type JD now, it's still saying that player ID has this drone attached to it, which means that let's assume this one's drone is under the bedrock. It's been just missing somewhere. You then do JD clear again, and if I verify with JD, you'll see it's gone. And now if I put down another drone, it works. If you didn't clear, you wouldn't be able to actually put one down. It would look something like this. Let me go over here, and I try to put down yet another one. You'll see it says you can't. Max deploy drones already reached. So if I then go to my drone, are you? Oh, you're over here. Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, that drone went a little bit crazy. Stop. Follow me. Follow me. Yeah. Follow me. And then we'll look for my other drone that I put down somewhere. I believe it was somewhere over here. Ah, over here. You'll see I have another drone as well. And then I tell it to follow me.
I'll check it out.
And you'll see I've now duplicated the drone. Well, of course, it's because the first one was supposedly missing, and I cleared it. So if I do JD, you'll see actually it only seems to recognize the last one, but the first one is actually still following me. So you could end up having a duplicated drone when that happens. If it does, simply pick it up and then toss it out and everything, so you don't end up having bugging the game out even further and just have one drone with you. But this is something that is super useful for when you end up losing that drone. Maybe it just vanishes by itself, maybe it's a bug, whatever else reason. Just do JD clear. So what you did notice though is that if you are in the loaded chunk and you do JD clear, it does vanish. JD clear, it vanished. So be a little bit careful about doing this on multiplayer servers, because any drones I believe that are in loaded chunks will vanish. So wasn't that more than enough to warrant a thumbs up and click on that like button? Sure it was. And do subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified on my future videos. Have a great weekend, Survivor.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the Vedui community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.